to...
And she's going to go back to doing absolutely nothing.
She's going to go right back to sleepaway camp. And here comes Nancy Dow, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, she is one of the 3 women from the craft. Of course, played by the incomparable... hold on, let's go.
Played by Olmst.
Yes, played by Olmst. She's in their rivalry. She was all these people here involved in this melee are all people who are former guests of Monster Mania through one indication or another, and people who frequent quite a bit. Like your sister, your mother, other people involved. It's a great time. Of course, other people who are guests like Danielle Harris. Bazooka Balk, ladies and gentlemen, is Nancy Dow's, who you might know also from The Water Boy. And here comes Bethy Page Dunn, ladies and gentlemen.
Was that his girlfriend?
Yes, that was his girl. Vicky Valancourt was her name in The Water Boy. Bazooka Balk. As
why did she just munch her head into the
I don't know, I missed it. As Dancy, who is of the craft, is taken to both women.
Oh, do you
Bethy Page, however, looks like she's got the height advantage here.
Yeah.
And there goes Nancy Dow's over the top rope.
Not yet.
Oh, she hangs on. She hangs on. There must have been a little of that witchcraft there helping her out a little bit. You know, it's going to be interesting to see if there's any kind of a leniency between her and her fellow co-star from the film, but not quite in the realm tonight. Representing her Scream attire, of course, will be the incomparable Nev Campbell, also a guest of Monster. In fact, they were all together at the same show. So, my son Sean Awesome is currently doing research right now on our current superstars, and he is going to find out who Nancy Dow. Oh boy, another guest of Monster Mania, or pretty much any con. And of course, anyone who knows anything about horror cannot take an account and not talk about Regan McNeil, of course, by the legendary Linda Blair, who looks like she's about to eliminate Nancy Dow's, perhaps, as Bazooka Balk has to be careful not to go too close to that rope. And there's the takedown. Vicky Page still in there. Kelly Rowland, she took it to Freddie. And, well, Jason didn't work out so well for her, but she did have some words with Freddie. Give her that, I guess. Bazooka Balk taking it to Regan McNeil with no hesitation at all. Like a Linda Blair. Right hand there by Bethy Page Dunn. And there goes Bazooka Balk over the top rope again. And again hangs on. Wow. Nancy hanging on for dear life. And here comes, well, it's Tiffany. Tiffany Ray, being played, of course, by Jennifer Tilly, another former guest. And Regan McNeil now, about to get eliminated. Perhaps, can Linda Blair hang on? And can the power of Christ compel her? I guess not, as she's still in this thing. And Tiffany kicked in the shin. She's going to have the height disadvantage here. All the women seem to be gigantic compared to her right now. Then again, if you're a doll, I guess you really shouldn't be compared to be too tall. Uh-oh. What a DDT by Kelly Rowland. You've got to be impressed by her performance thus far. And now, Rowland measuring Jennifer Tilly. Picks her up. DDT. Brutal. Bethy Page now trying to rearrange the arm of Regan McNeil.
Is that the girl from yes?
Yep, that would be the one who just ripped the arm off, yeah. Of course, Tiffany Ray, the bride of Chucky, who was getting kicked around. Uh-oh! Well, good news. Here comes Teresa May, ladies and gentlemen, from the Insidious series. Hopefully she can use her mediation power to help out to take down some of these women. Sean Austin's back, ladies and gentlemen, from talking with people. What the hell is that?
Teresa May just got eliminated.
And Theresa May, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, the power of Christ did not compel her, and Regan McNeil able to eliminate Theresa May. For those people who are looking forward to having her win,
I think after that elimination, she kind of exercised a little bit.
She did, in fact. She is the exercise as well. She exercised her right out of the ring. Nancy Dow is still in the ring.
Hey, I'm
Betty
excited.
Page still in the ring. Oh, Tiffany drop kick.
Nancy. I think she's going to win this one.
Nancy.
Yep.
What number was she anyway? Number 2? 3? 4. Uh-oh.
I'm like 4 or 5.
Well, number 9, ladies and gentlemen, her staple in a Monster Mania hero. That's what we'll see her next weekend. And of course, that's Danielle Harris, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh. And what movie may I ask? Where is she in?
Oh boy. Danielle Harris has been in such films as Halloween's 5 and 6. She played the niece of Michael Myers himself, Jamie Lloyd. She was also in a film that you actually can watch this one, which is called Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, where she was around the same age, which is actually one of my favorite movies growing up, with the incomparable Christina Applegate, you know better as Kelly Bundy, in her only TV, in her own film roles.
Did she play the dead babysitter?
No, she in fact played the sister of Christina Applegate, who was kind of a tough girl. She would beat up on the boys and kind of a tough girl. Was huge in playing sports and stuff. You know, would rather be on the basketball court than in a dress, kind of a girl, which is always cool. However, Tiffany Ray, not caring too much about what Danielle Harris has done. Harris, of course, would later on go into the... It's Jason's mom, ladies and gentlemen, Pamela Voorhees. This is not going to be good news for a lot of people.
Speaking of Jason, we shall see him later, if I believe.
Oh, you will, in fact.
So...
Double.
I'm just saying, how do we get these people under control? I mean, Pamela obviously has murdered people.
Well,
how do we get her to not murder everyone in the ring right now?
Well, we also have the devil in there, which is Regan McNeil. You also have a witch, by Bazooka Ball. A lot of heavy hitters in there right now. I want to cross the paths with, really. Tiffany Ray is not really one to shake a stick. Oh! Harris almost eliminated by Regan McNeil as well. Of course, like I said, Danielle Harris also appeared in the Rob Zombies version of Halloween, which kind of full circle in the Halloween franchise, this time playing the sheriff's daughter. Incidentally, one of those, 7 points to, death or whatever it's called, 7 minutes to bacon, that Danielle Harris, not only did she play in that film as the sheriff's daughter, she also worked with, there goes Regan McNeil, courtesy of Danielle Harris, the horror girl. And there goes Nancy Dowse, finally, courtesy of Kelly Dowse.
Oh, no!
But, anywho, Danielle Harris was also worked with Brad Dourif, who was the sheriff in the movie. And Brad Dourif, of course, is the voice of Chucky, historically. So, a lot of history there. I wonder if they'll be... So far, I find it interesting that Danielle Harris... Yeah, Kelly Rowland has also been eliminated, by the way. There's Pamela Voorhees, might be the oldest woman in the ring right now.
Probably, I would assume.
And now Danielle Harris has zeroed in on her. You know what? I'll tell you one thing. If you want to get someone out, Pamela Voorhees is probably the one you want to get out of there.
Yeah, seeing as...
Pretty quick.
Seeing as that of everyone who's in the ring right now, she's the only murderer.
Oh no, they're all pretty nasty. Now, by the way, Daria Stevens is in there. We kind of missed her coming in. Daria Stevens eliminates double eliminations there. Harris, no one home. Of course, Daria has been around the block way too many times. She knows how to maneuver the ring. And here comes Elvira herself. The Mister from the Dark enters the ring. And the Mr. Dark attacks the wife right away, of course.
I know from experience that Daria is a huge fan of Elvira.
Daria is a huge fan of all of these women.
So I'm gonna guess getting beat up by Elvira is not even something she thinks is degrading.
Well, I would have to say that it must be an interesting occasion to be beaten by one of the heroes if she gets beaten. But then again, oh wait a minute.
Not if,
well, that's about right now. It looks like this Elvira Mr. Jock with elimination on Daria. Here comes Danielle Harris now. First time these two are going to square off in the middle of the ring for a melee for the queen of the Monster Mania. Elvira trying to dislocate the leg now of young Danielle from Las Vegas, Nevada, ladies and gentlemen. Fun story, Danielle Harris actually predicted that I would beat your mother a long time ago at a convention, and she turned out to be correct. Hence that you're here now. You're you.
I don't doubt that they won't meet again.
I don't think so. And here comes the incomparable Carrie Fisher, ladies and gentlemen, R.I.P. I mean, you can't have a Monster Mania convention without talking about the incomparable Carrie Fisher. Any con without Carrie Fisher. Princess Leia herself making her way into the ring. And will she have the Force on her side? She's going to need it.
No, that would be cheating.
Uh-oh.
We strictly ban them.
Well, Leia is taking it to both women right now, not showing any kind of allegiance to either one. She just tossed Elvira around like she was yesterday's news. And Danielle Harris trying to catch her breath in the ropes.
Is Mark Hamill in the next one, too?
Of course not.
Okay.
Oh, nice backbreaker there. Mark Hamill's not been to Monster Mania.
I thought he was.
Nope. You have to be, in order to qualify for this melee, you have to actually, one, not been featured on the show yet, and two, been to Monster Mania, as here comes Valak the Nun, ladies and gentlemen. And there goes Carrie Fisher, courtesy of Danielle Harris, who I believe right now has the most eliminations thus far.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Elvira is taken down hard, by the way, by the Nun. That's someone I wouldn't want to run into a dark alley. Oh, boy. Speaking of Danielle Harris, she's about to have a rough time with Valak herself.
And Elvira.
And Elvira.
This
That's
is
even worse. And there goes Danielle Harris by the unlikely duo of Elvira and the Nun.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. Ooh, and Elvira.
With a nice little wheelbarrow stunner.
Beautiful maneuver by Elvira. She is the mistress of dark for a reason, I suppose. She has no problem walking on the dark side. And the Nun's finding that out right now. And I don't think Elvira is going to be saying her Hail Marys anytime soon.
I don't think she was saying them to begin with.
Probably not. Right hand there. Nun's still on her feet, though. I don't think the Nun's been down yet. Uh-oh.
I think it'll be a tall order to take the Nun down.
Watch out, folks. Here comes Carrie White herself coming out. Stephen King. Well, I can tell you this one right now. Carrie's pretty fired up since her, the guy who brought her life to begin with, Stephen King's team, was lost earlier in that melee and in that tag team match. Carrie Fisher's got Valak on the rope. Elvira kicks her shin. Carrie White picking her spots. Looks like he had a smart. Oh, Elvira, with a handful of blood-soaked hair, takes down Carrie Fisher. Oh, sorry, Carrie White. Sorry.
Is that allowed? Shouldn't she have washed up before this?
Well, it is Carrie, and unfortunately, someone did the thing where they wanted to pour the pig's blood, which is actually tomato sauce. I'm trying to find out over the head of Carrie Fisher. I'm sorry, Carrie White, played by the incomparable Sissy Spacek, ladies and gentlemen. And now down goes Elvira again. Carrie Fisher taking down the one. I'm sorry, Carrie White. Carrie Fisher's been eliminated by a little while ago. And now comes Sarah Michelle Gellar, ladies and gentlemen. Buffy Summers, for those people who don't know.
From Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
That would be correct. And Valak has zeroed in on her as Carrie White tried to eliminate the Mistress of Dark. Kind of interesting there. You got White and Dark battling it out.
I do believe I've seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I think you probably have too. She was on the TV series. It was also a movie. She was also in, I believe she was in Scooby-Doo as well. I'm not sure.
Live action?
I think she was in the live action Scooby-Doo. I'm not 100% sure since I didn't see it because Matthew Lillard was in it.
Because she looks like she would play Daphne.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember if that is that fact true or not. As Valak is hitting anything that moves right now, which is kind of what you got to do when you're in a melee.
I think the men in Elvira are going to survive.
And what number? There's only one queen of Monster Mania. We're at 17, which means, if you guys are good in math, that means there's 3 competitors left.
Just 4.
Here comes Melissa Joan Hart, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, there goes.
Oh, there goes Buffy Summers,
She's gone.
a.k.a. Sarah Michelle Gellar, eliminated courtesy of, I believe that was Carrie White again.
Mm-hmm.
Valak putting on some Bruton things here. You know, wait a minute. Oh, there goes Elvira, courtesy of Carrie.
So just make me sound like a liar, huh?
Carrie White,
Hold on.
a big elimination there by getting rid of the Mistress of Dark, and now turning attentions onto the evil Valak, the nun.
As Sabrina's dancing in the background.
I don't blame her. I'd rather dance too. I'd stay out of the way of these two.
I didn't interfere. Went right up in there.
Yeah. I would run in too. Throw them both over the top rope. But
This is a
the
slap.
chance of eliminating both of those individuals is really difficult. Considering I wouldn't want to run up and do that. Oh boy.
Sydney Prescott.
Here comes Sydney herself. We talked earlier about her comrade, Nancy Dowles. Here comes Nev Campbell, a.k.a. Sydney Prescott, ladies and gentlemen. She's been battling screamers for years. Ghostface, who we'll see later on in our men's melee, will be... Oh no! That was a quick in and out.
Yep.
And Valak the nun, answering the prayers of, well, I guess Matthew Lillard and company as Nancy... as Nev Campbell makes a quick cameo appearance. As Valak, right now, Valak has been in the ring for a little while, and the math says there's only, what, 2 women left to come in.
Yeah, just about.
And I've actually lost track of who's already been in, so could be anyone's ball game. And of course, remember, folks, we have no control over this or any other match before, during, or after this one.
I could just make it simple. Everyone who's been in aren't going to be the last person.
Yeah, clearly. What number we're on? 19 is Christina Ricci, my ex-wife, in some type of role. Christina Ricci about to hit the ring, and here she comes. Stars Sleepy Hollow, Now and Then,
I think that's you.
Casper.
Casper?
Oh yeah, Casper.
You mean the movie?
Oh, and of course the Addams Family. Lizzie Borden.
She played the mom in the Addams Family?
No, she played
she's
Wednesday. And there goes
Sabrina.
There goes Sabrina. Thanks for coming. Uh-oh.
And now Carrie's eliminated.
And there goes Carrie White with the unlikely duo of Christina Ricci and Valak.
But no.
So that means there's only one person left?
And it's not going to be any of the 19 who have just entered.
That is correct.
There's no second chances in these.
There is not, and it's hard to say, oh my. Christina Ricci not looking like good right here and trying to battle the nun by herself. But then again, Ricci, speaks up for herself. She is the monster. Well, you're obviously not going to be involved in the women's melee.
I figured out this week.
That's a good pick right there.
Actually, she might win it.
Dana Guerrero, the badass, was shown herself going into the ring. I mean, she hangs out with the Black Panther. She might have learned a few things.
Her being at number 20
That's
is bad news for both of them.
That's a good pick. She's coming in fresh off the boat. However, we saw what happened when Nev Campbell came in and took her eyes off the prize as Michonne and the Valak working together. Now Michonne turns his attention to Valak, and now this could be interesting.
I'm just saying, did Nev Campbell fight zombies for like 10 seasons?
No, she fought Ghostface, however. And she had to deal with Scott Wolf as her brother on that Party of 5 show. And I don't remember anything else.
I'm just saying, I think Michonne has more battle experience.
Michonne is measuring Valak right now, and that's going to be... And also, granted, Valak's been in this ring a little while now. She's a little tired by now, or it's a little tired by now. And Michonne is always ready to go, so... Valak could have a disadvantage where she is probably at some point exhausted at this point.
Yeah. So she could be eliminated right now if Michonne really wants to.
Michonne is the badass to do it. And there it is, right there. Wow. And Dana Guerrero, Michonne is the winner and the queen of Monster Mania.
Exactly.
Interesting tidbit there.
Interesting how that
Any
worked out.
thoughts?
The nun did all the work, and here comes Michonne just to win.
It's a lucky draw. So it really comes down to the luck of the draw. And there you see it, the queen of Monster Mania title. That's her prize for winning. Congratulations to Danny Guerrero-Michonne, who was actually at my very first Monster Mania a number of years ago. So it was nice to meet her there and whatnot.
I don't remember who was at mine.
Yeah, well, you'll see. Well, you know one. You'll see him a little later on.
Oh.
Probably in a form you've not seen. So it'll be fun.
Yeah. I do know we'll probably see which